legend. What is going on? This is the Gym Boss Podcast, and I'm Jimmy Halley. I'm your host as always, and in this video, I'm going to show you the 3 key things that successful gym owners, that I at least noticed through the whole COVID situation, that the 3 key things that the gym owners that are still here, still fighting, still kicking, and probably even better off than where they were beforehand now, are even stronger than when before it all happened. I'm going to show you the key 3 things that they have that some of the unfortunate ones that didn't survive, that didn't have. But before I go into all of that, we are a marketing agency. We have a done-for-you marketing service for gym owners. And if you are looking to get more leads, more clients, and to grow your brand all at the same time and have it all done for you, like the marketing that is, then go to iwantgymleads.com. That's iwantgymleads.com. There's a bunch of videos you can go check out over there. And if you look at it and you're like, hey man, this looks actually pretty good, fill in an application form and book a time to speak with me, and we could walk you through the whole entire process, how we can customize your marketing setup for you so you can actually worry about growing your gym, growing your culture and community, and knowing that the marketing is all taken care of. Right, so this one I wanted to put in, like, we're still here. Like, we survived. We survived it. We're still alive. We're still kicking. We're still fighting. We're still fighting the good fight. That is us here. Like, if you're watching this, you're still alive, you survived the pandemic, and you're still here. You've still got your business too, hopefully, if that's you. And I did have and being in the industry that we're in, I get to speak with a lot of different gyms in a lot of different countries, and everyone experienced a very similar thing, almost identical thing with the whole shutdowns, etc. And I want to, first of all, let you guys know that I want to commend you, each and every single one of you, for pushing through, for stepping up and becoming the leader that it really tested everyone's leadership capabilities, business capabilities, relationship, everything. And so I really want to commend you guys for being here, because it ain't easy. It wasn't easy, and it's still not. But what I've noticed is there's 3 things of the ones that are like not just survive, but are still kicking and going strong. These 3 things. So enough yip yapping. Let me get into it. Number 1, owning it. Owning it. So what do I mean by that? Is there was no blame placed anywhere. There was no like, oh, government this, or this, that, whatever. They were like, right, we are going to completely own the situation. Because when you can completely own the situation, you can control it. So these guys were like, guys and girls, I've got some badass female gym owners that we work with that are crushing it. And they're probably it's ownership over the whole entire situation. Because if you own it, then you can control it. You can at least control, and it's like controlling what you can control. Don't worry about the uncontrollables. Worry about like the things you can control. And that's what I mean by ownership. And they really took it all on board. And that's a hard thing to do in such a shitty situation. But that's what the really successful gyms that powered through did as their first thing. And so the second thing they did is, once they owned it, they took huge positive action. Huge positive action. So obviously there was government subsidies and things like that. They got all those things because if they were available to you, of course, go get them. Like, that's great. But they didn't just stop there. Then they started going like, how can we then, what else can I do? This is what they were saying. What else can I do? And this is the trait that I saw through all of them. And it was fantastic to see. And if that was you as well, like that's awesome, because somebody taking full ownership over their stuff and taking personal responsibility and being able to then pivot and then change tactic and go online or offer whatever else they could do, that was amazing. Okay, that was amazing. That's part 2. Is, what did I call it? Huge positive action. I had to check my notes. And lastly, number 3 is they were long-term thinkers. They're thinking long-term. Everyone knew it wouldn't last forever, and it's still lingering. There's still things happening, but they put things in and took the positive action on the things that were that were in the best interest for their clients long term, because it's a client industry. Everything's about the client. So they're like, what can we do to make the clients' journey through? Because they understood that the clients were struggling as well. So they did what was best long term for their business, for their brand, and for their clients, and for their own families as well. And so to wrap it up, number one, and if this was you as well, like if you're not a client of mine and you're watching this and you're still alive and kicking, this was you. You did have these traits, or otherwise you wouldn't be here. Your business would have gone bust and you would have gone under. And so number one is owning it. You owned the situation. Number two, when you own it, then you can take positive, massive action towards whatever the situation was, that your particular situation. And number three was thinking long term. Okay, what happens after this? Yes, we're dealing with this now. What happens after this? How are we going to come out of it? And then, what are we going to do in the future when this stuff like this happens? And if that's you, I'm here to say much respect. Like, I really respect the hell out of you for persevering. Like, one of the things that I admire more than anything is like people that just get in, get it done, do the work, don't let anything like any setbacks get in their way. And if that was you, you are still here, much respect to you, because it's not an easy thing to do and not many people have that. And that's why you own a business, because you have those traits. So that's awesome to see. And if you have enjoyed this episode and you're like, hey man, that's awesome, and then you're thinking even more long term, you're like, you know what, I'm thinking long term, because you can't be stuck in the day-to-day of doing absolutely everything, wearing all the hats, like the marketing, the sales, the recruitment, the coaching, the whatever, and you're wanting to start to outsource to professionals for the marketing, then go to iwantgymleads.com. That's iwantgymleads.com. We can handle all the marketing for you, so you can delegate that to a whole entire team that can do that for you for a fraction of what it would cost you to hire one full-time marketing person internally within your business. You get it for a fraction of what it would cost you. So go on over to iwantgymleads.com. Have a look over there. If you like what you see, be sure to fill in the application and book a time to speak with me directly. And so then we can walk you through exactly how we can then take your business to an even higher level and allow you to become the CEO, working on the business and not in it. Until next time, legends, this is Jimmy. Peace.